Good morning, everybody. I am Chris, and we are doing a 30-minute mobility and flexibility routine today. We do have some elements of balance in here as well today. Sorry, I had a weird technical issue, so we started like a minute late. Well, maybe not, maybe 30 seconds late, but I don't like to be late. I like to be on time, if not early. So can you tell? Anyway, so we are going to be on the floor today for a lot of stuff, but we will start standing. This is going to be, just let me know how I want the music to be soft, so let me know if it's too loud. Okay, so we're going to start standing. Okay, I need this too after yesterday's booty kicking, yeah? All right, so give me a big breath in, and then bring those hands behind the head, and back down. Good. Inhale, hands behind the head. Good. And back down. Now notice, good. Good. Hands behind. Stay here. Are you like this? Open up. We're going to work on that. Okay, so now take your hands and bring them palms back behind you. And can you bring them here? Try not to round. Try not to be here. Okay, and so we're opening up. Good. And back. Nice. So nice big movement. Good. Nice. First time live, Jennifer, welcome. So if you're doing my workout later, this routine later, okay. We're doing these workouts live almost every day, but Sunday. Good. Nice. Now hands behind your head, pull your elbows back. So it's like this. And now open up your chest and look up. Good. Right there. Now you don't have to look forward, just keep looking up. Reach your arms up, straighten your back, feet wider than your hips, and fold forward. Good. Bend your knees, and then straighten them. Bend your knees, and straighten. Now in this knee bending, keep going with this knee bending, all right? Your heels stay in contact with the floor. Heels stay in contact with the floor. And up, good. And down, now. Straighten one more time. Bend again, bend. Hands to your knees, roll up. Good. Bring your hands back behind your head. Good. And back behind your back, good. And up. Arms reach. Exhale, fold. Good. Now inhale, bring your hands to your shins and look forward, straight back. Fold forward, and then bend your right knee and then your left knee. So we're just kind of getting into some movement now through those knees. And side, good. Side, good. Nice. Stay in the center, hanging down. Bend and straighten. So we bend and straighten, good. Bend, straighten, nice. Now hold it bent, bring the hands to the knees, roll yourself all the way up. And this time, hands come behind your head, and then take your right hand down into the middle of your back. So it's like this. Hand to the middle of the back. Take your left hand and bring it to the bottom of your back. Okay, so you're not trying to grab them, you're just right now here, okay? Legs out, elbow comes back, and lean. And then I want you to reach. Okay, so now you're gonna left hand behind the back, right hand down the middle of the back. And good. Good. Up. Now see if each time you do this, you get a little bit farther with the hand. Okay, inhale. Exhale, lean. Inhale, reach. Exhale, lean. Now inhale, both arms up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, hands to your shins, look forward. Exhale, fold. And then start with your knees side to side again. So a little kind of rocking side to side. So kind of just stretching out, kind of moving through your hips a little bit here. 4, 3, 2. Nice. Take it to the center. Bend deep. Hands on. Roll up. Arms come up. Take your left hand to the middle of your back, right hand behind your back. Okay, so again, it looks like this. Okay. You're gonna lean to the right. Good, and then up and over. So the hand comes to the side of the leg, good, and again. So hand in the middle of your back. And what that does is it helps to keep your back straight. Okay, so it helps to keep your back straight on that side bend because you have support at the lower back, right? So here, good, and up. Keep these going. Good, sorry, down the side, good. Hand behind the back. Good. Nice. One last one. And then inhale up. Exhale, fold. Good. Good. Lengthen, look forward. Exhale, fold. Start to bend your knees right and left and right and left. Now I know we're a little tight from yesterday, so what I want you to work on here right now is bending your knees. Bend your knees, toes and knees are slightly turned out. Put your hands on your knees. Drop your butt right here. Drop your butt. Lift your head. So you're like halfway into a yogi squat. Right? Hold it. Fold it. Good. Ooh, I got a little crack there. Hold it, bow down in your squat. Get into your regular, it's not a full squat. Okay, so it's a squat, but it's not a yogi squat. Good, fold. Hey, Trudy Booty. Good. Take it down. Now stand up. Take your legs out wide. Start with your hands on your hips. Side. Now don't lift the other ankle, don't lift the other toes yet. Okay, so down and down. Now, some of you, your range of motion might be here and that's all you have. And that doesn't mean, oh, that's all you have. That's just what you have, and that's fine. Everybody's different. Some of you guys are gonna be down lower. And if you have it to go lower, start to lift the opposite toes. Start to lift the opposite toes. Good, good. And if you can do lower, start with fingers on the floor. And then have the tricep on the inside of the knees, right? So when you go over to the left tricep hits the left knee, okay? And then if you can, take it with hands at prayer, okay? And then other side. Flex those toes. Now, do you have to do that? No, right? You could just be doing this. And if that's like feeling like, oh yeah, I need to move that, then that's perfect. Keep going. And Nikki said, I need to work on my flexibility, and that is why you are here, my dear. Come on. Now in the center, up, inhale. Exhale, fold with the wide legs. Good. Wiggle your toes, and lift your toes up and spread them out, and then put them back down. Bend your knees deep, hands on, roll yourself up. Good. Let's bring those feet a little wider than hips again. Drop your hips, elbows. Okay, so you're like at the public bathroom right now. Sorry. Okay, hands to your heart, hold. From there, turn your toes out a little bit, heels in. Can you drop it all the way down? Can you drop it like it's hot? And if you can't, it's okay. Side to side. So Sandra says, my flexibility has greatly improved since discovering this amazing channel. I love that, Sandra. Good. Good. Now, there's a few things here that could be preventing you from getting into this position. It could be the anatomy of your hips. It could be your ankle mobility. Okay? There's a lot of things. So these are things you work on, right? Now from here, put your hands on and then walk back to knees. And we're gonna take some circling cat-cows. So we circle these. I love these. Pull it up and make a circle. Good. Good. Let your body kind of roll through this. Good. Pull it up. And let's go to the other direction. Start to roll. One side might feel better than the other, and that's okay. Good. Keep going. Circle it. Good. So let's flatten your back, curl your toes under. You're going to press up to a downward facing dog. Then you're going to come back to your knees. Come up, hands on the hips, and as best you can, try to do this without using your hands. Left foot forward. And then bring it back. Curl the toes, other side, right foot forward. I know you're like, seriously, Chris, some of you, but you know what? This is hard for a lot of people, switch legs, okay? And if it's hard for you, that is why you're doing it, to get better at it. If you avoid something, you'll never get better at it, right? Switch. And back. And switch. Good. And back. And switch. And back. Okay, so now stay down. Curl the toes and, uncurl the toes and press the tops of your feet into the floor. But look, you're standing, you're on the knees pretty tall here, okay? Hold, and then flex. So this is your movement. You're gonna flex, you're working on ankle mobility here. And then you're going to point. Flex. Good. Sorry, I'm laughing with Nick. I don't think she has bones in her body. That's what Margie said about me. Good, good. Nice. Point. So we're working on that mobility. Okay, now flex it. Now, I'm sorry. Can you sit back? And then come up. And then uncurl. Now flex. Sit back. Ooh. And uncurl. Sorry. Come up and then uncurl. Good. Let's do one more of those. Flex. Take it down. Come up. Uncurl. Now back to hands and knees. Curl your toes back under. Let's go to a down dog and see if that feels any different than it did last time. Pedal your feet. One and then the other. Pedal your feet. Good. Now let's do all the way up on all 10 toes. Inhale, exhale, press them down. Press back. Get all the way up onto your toes. Now bend your knees just a little bit and start to walk your feet wider than your hands. Just a little wider than your hands. Drop your heels and see if you can get a little deeper into that yogi squat. Good. Hey, Gina. Okay, so right there, you're holding it, so I'm here, right? And then right hand down. And up, left hand. Now, if you can't touch it to the floor, don't force it, right? So maybe just reach by pushing that knee open. And then here, good, other side. Don't you love when we do these? I get so happy when I can do things she says sorry about. I love you, Debbie. Good, other way. Woo! Nice. Last one. Back to the center. Hands on the floor, bring your knees back. Good. Back to the knees again. This time regular cat-cows in. And then round. Good. Arch. And then round. Good. Arch. And round. Arch. Round. Flatten it out, downward facing dog. Hold it. Inhale, press it back a little. Exhale, come back to your knees. Come up, hands on the hips. Bring your left foot forward, lunge into it this time. Reach your arms up. Hands back to your hips. Come back up and switch. So right foot forward. Might take a step, right? Curl the back toes under, and then lunge and reach. Good. Back down, hands to the hips. Now, this time, take your left leg and you're gonna bring it out and then up. Replace it. Right leg, out, up, replace it. Good, other side. This knee is above the ankle, okay, and up. So it's not this. You don't want this heel lifting up. You want the heel down. It could go a little bit past the toes as long as it's in alignment with your knee, okay? Good. And you see what we're doing here? You see what we're doing here? Loosening up to see if we can get back into those yogi squats in a few. Good. Let's do one more of these on each side. One of my lights went off. Good. Back to hands and knees. Back to down dog. Lift up on all your toes. Start to walk your feet forward and wide, a little wider than your hands. Come on down to your yogi squat again. Now, I definitely feel like I got more space in those hips. Stay right there. Stay there. Well, I'm having like a light show over here. There we go. It's going to go off again. I know it. Good. Okay, so this time, you're down there. This time, right hand down, reach your left arm up. Open your body. Good. Back to the center and then switch. And you're still pressing open the opposite knee. And go back with that arm a little bit. Good. Good. Thanks. Good job, guys. Good. And back to the center. Back to the hands and knees. Now just come to one side. And you'll like this one. So let's cross your left leg over your right. Okay, so you bring your ankle above your knee and come here, okay? So what I want you to do, this is a nice hip stretch. I want you to start to rock this a little bit, just side to side, side to side. Okay, so you have that figure four going on and just rocking it. It's movement through your hips, right? Try not to hold your breath. Now, take that, so your left leg is over, take that left foot to the floor, and then look over your left shoulder. Good, bring it back, tap that left knee to the floor, and then bring it back over again. Good. You will, Cynthia. Cynthia just said, one day I will get into a yogi squat and back over to the side. Yes, you will. So what are you doing here? In this position, when you go with that left foot on the floor, you should feel that left side of your chest open. So keep your left hand on the floor. Good. And go again. We're going to do one more of those. One more. Look over. Good. And then in the center here, I want you to lift your toes. Extend your leg and reach. Come on back, hands on the floor behind you. Bend the knee, lift your toes. Extend and reach. Now, for some of you, this might be you. Okay? And here. And that's okay. Now, here's a couple things, okay? Open your chest and then bring that leg up. You don't want to be like this here, okay? Open your chest, long back, right? And then extend, and instead of falling over yourself, chest reaches out over those front toes. Good. And back. And nice. Switch legs. So you're right over your left. Awesome. That's okay, Jenna. You could be all over your mat with the move. She said she's all over her mat. Okay, so start to rock. Now you might find, I always say this, one hip seems happier than the other, and that's okay, right? Good. Side to side. All right, so now take that right foot, you're crossed over, put it on the floor, and then look over. Press that right hand in the floor, look over your right shoulder. Breathe. So get a nice twist there. Good, and then bring it up and tap that right knee to the floor, if you can, and then other side. Good, over. Yes, so Nikki just asked, good, and then back. Is it cool one hip is not as cooperative as the other? And yes, okay, your body is never, it's so rare for us to be completely in balance, like totally in balance, all right? And I mean, if you think about it, most of the time in general, we're not, right? Like, think about, like, for me, my feet are both the same size shoe, but one side always feels a little more snug than the other. Okay, that's not a muscular thing. That's my foot, right? So again, we're gonna go one more like this, and then over. So because of that, there's gonna be muscular imbalances. There's muscular imbalances from the way we stand every day. Good. Back to the center. Okay, lift your toes. Inhale, lift your chest, and then exhale, bring it over. So, good. Take it back. Maybe, I want you to think about this, lift your toe and keep these going, keep those going. Think about maybe, so like a habit you might have. Maybe you sit at your desk, right? And you write with your right hand, but you're like this, right? So you're leaning over here. So there's always one side might feel a little not happier than the other. It's totally normal, okay? Good. Just think about even how you drive, right? Are you using one hand up, one hand hanging out the passenger side of your best friend's ride? Taking down. Good. And back. Up. Yes. And nice. Now uncross. Swing those legs around. Come back to hands and knees. Fast. I'm just kidding. Don't do it fast. Okay, hands behind. Hands on the floor. Ready? Come back to your down dog. Ooh, that might feel a little better. Rock your hips a little side to side. Inhale up onto your toes. Bend the knees, start to walk them forward a little bit wider, then your hands, and then see if you can sink in. See if you can sink in. Wiggle it just a little bit. Good. Good. Yeah. No scrubs. That's right. No scrubs. Good. Whew. Good. Right, so Paradise Point says, I have scoliosis, I'm not balanced. Really, are any of us really that balanced? Good. You just do the best you can. Good. All right. You want a little challenge today? You're like, yes, I do, Chris. Hands on the floor, come back, and then bring one leg under. Okay. How do we feel in this position? How do we feel legs crossed? So let's do this. Left is over right. Do a little butterfly. Okay. Margie says she also has scoliosis, right? Whew. Okay, watch this. Are you able to, and it's okay if you can't, are you able to come up a little off the floor there? Okay. If you're not, it's okay. Can you do it with hands? Okay, so here's some options. Can you do it with hands? Lift your hips off the floor. Okay, ready? We're going to try it together. You're going to come up. Listen, you're twisting, so you're going toward the right. You're letting your legs twist the other way. So now right is over left. And then you're sitting back down. Would you do it? Now, if you're like, I don't think so, listen, right leg is on top. Work on maybe just this first. Maybe you just work on getting up. Right leg on top. My leg is on top, top, top. Okay, so we're going up. Twist to your left. So that now your left leg is in front. And have a seat. What? Did it happen? You're going to try it again. One more time each side. Left leg in front. Up. And if you're like, Chris, I can't do any of this, that's okay. Turn to the right. Turn to the right. So now that your right leg is in front. And back. Down. Last one. Right leg is in front. Stand up if you can. If you can't, you're just sitting there in that cross-legged position. Turn to your left. You're pivoting. Left is now in front of right. Olé, and have a seat. Oh, good, good. And that's okay. Well, so is it bent? Benty? Good, legs out, reach over. Good. All right, so Sandra asked, how? And good. Roseanne said, I'm laughing at myself as I'm trying this. Good. Good. Okay, how can we get better at it? How can we get better at it? Let's cross your left, okay? So first way to get better at it is put your left foot on the floor in front, okay? Left foot, and this knee's still bent. So you can work on getting up from that position, first with hands, okay? You see, I'm kind of rocking forward, first with hands, and then without hands. You see, I'm coming up. I know, everybody has the butt anchor, is that what we're in? Good, good, good. And stop. How did that feel? Switch. Now, I have trouble on this side with this, so my left leg is back. It's almost like it's crossed, but bring that right one in front. Okay, you ready? Venti, venti, like my latte. Okay, you ready? So you can bring hands on the floor, like you're crawling, or up, and down. So yeah, venti. Yeah, I'm so happy I know that now. Good, and up, whoo, and down. Now you might find one side again is easier than the other. Up, and down. One more, up, and down. Good. Let's bring it back to your back. So, benti, like a bee. Oh, with a bee. Okay, now I got it. Benti, benti. Yes? Okay. Whoo, circle your knees. So I know for some of you guys that was like a pretty good big challenge, right? And then for some of you guys, Paula said her legs get in the way. Now there's also that too, okay? Paula's tall. Paula's got long legs. It could be your the levers of your legs. Good. Other direction. Good. Circles. Ooh, very nice. Bring your knees into your chest. Now take your feet up toward the sky. Open the knees, grab the outside of your left foot and the outside of your right foot. And just rock side to side. Rock side to side there. Good. But the challenge of trying, Benti, I love it. The challenge of trying is fun, isn't it? Like just trying to do something different, trying to do something, right, that you're like, you know what? I'm going to get it. That was like Kevin trying to open my water bottle this morning. He was not giving up. The thing was stuck. Right there, hold it. Pull those knees down toward the floor. Good. Now, bring the knees in, bring your right foot to the floor, left leg up, and circle your left ankle. And I want you to give a bigger circle than you think that you can. Now, maybe you're here. That's fine. Okay. All one direction right now. I better start putting miles on my feet. Little bigger. But I'm so tired of wandering. And other direction. Yeah, I'm lost, but I'm living. Gotta love that happy baby, right? Come on. Flex it. Press your heel up to the sky. See if you can straighten your leg a little bit. And release it down. Good. Other side. Whew. Roll it out. So I know I got, a while ago I told you guys, this was before I started classes online. It sprained my ankle. I don't even remember what I did because it was sprained for quite a while. Like it would, like I was teaching on it, but I was wrapping it and teaching on it and then one day after like 6 months, it was like it wasn't getting better. Went for an X-ray. It's just sprained, right? But because I wasn't taking care and taking time off and doing the things that I should be doing, like icing and things like that, other direction, it wasn't getting better, right? So I was teaching my classes. I was taking very, very low impact, but it's my job, so I have to do something, right? I have to work. Switching, if you didn't switch directions, do it, right? So I could teach the classes without actually doing them in person. Keep these ankle rolls going. Started icing every night, doing some ankle rolls, some moves from PT, flex my foot, flex it, stretch that heel up toward the sky. Bring your knees into your chest, roll over to one side, and come up. Good. These leggings are really old. Well, not really old. Okay, so let's take your right hand behind your back like we did at the beginning so that it's across the lower back, like, okay, and then this hand in the middle. Now see if you could reach the fingertips towards each other, and if not, it's fine. Hold it. So stay there. Nikki, these are very old. I got them on Poshmark. The brand is Ultra Core, which I would never buy new because they're ridiculous expensive. Good, come up. Right hand, but I get them on Poshmark used. Good, back behind, hold it, open up, and then if you can get those fingers together, go ahead. Okay, I noticed my lower back would hurt the next day. How can we protect our backs when doing mobility exercises? What do we need conscious about when doing mobility exercises? Great question. So you really do want to make sure that you are engaging your core when we're doing certain things, especially down dogs, things like that. You also want to make sure you work on getting a stronger core with doing core workouts, and also I do recommend doing strength training. Someone asked last week about, is strength training, does it help with flexibility? And I've been kind of looking into that and finding out that it does, and I'll tell you guys more about that throughout the week as we go on. So yes, you can get more flexible with doing strength training. So take it down. Good. Big breath in. Hands together, bring them down to your heart. Good. One more breath. Bring your hands together, bring them down to your heart. Fantastic job today, everyone. Thank you so much for joining. When this video comes back up, please hit that like, share, and subscribe. I will see you all for the next one. Bye-bye.